Oh, sorry, I had the mute on. I'm so sorry. How's everybody doing on this beautiful Tuesday? Let's start all over again. So, hopefully, you guys are having a great Tuesday. Welcome in everybody that is here. I cannot wait to talk about how to become king and queen on the Mardi Gras. So, I apologize for my hair and for everything. I just had a crazy from 5 o'clock till now. It's just been a hot mess over here with work. So, but everything is hopefully under control now. So I just wanted to say hello to everybody that is coming in. Welcome in, M. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to have a great time today. I actually cannot wait to talk to you about how to become king and queen on the Mardi Gras. My friend Jeff D, if you guys remember Jeff D, he actually was on our live stream from Port Canaveral. And hold on. And he actually was on the Mardi Gras. So he sent me these videos and I'm going to share them with you guys. So it's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of fun. I can't wait to show you everything that we need to show and we can talk about all of this. And maybe I just, if this is something that maybe you guys possibly are willing to actually do on a carnival ship. Welcome in, CCA. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Welcome in, Eddie. So next month, I'll be on a carnival cruise. They do not have the king and queen on carnival cruise, but we're going to talk about the Mardi Gras today because this is the only one stop place on the cruise that you guys can actually become king or queen and actually have your own parade. So I have some videos to show you about that process and how does that work. And I have my friend that he's actually sending me some more videos that I'm going to be showing to you later today. So I just wanted to know if from you guys, especially those that are carnival, that love to travel on a carnival cruise, have you ever been on the Mardi Gras? Do you know that there you go. Do you know that you can become king and queen only on the Mardi Gras ship? Have you ever heard of such thing on a cruise? And if you have, put it on the comments so that we will know, and maybe we could talk about it, down the road on the show. But right now, I just wanted to welcome everybody in. Hopefully that you guys are having a fantastic Tuesday. Tomorrow's show, Across the Wave, will be canceled. There is a hurricane that is coming our way here in the Tampa Bay area. It's going to be very close to us, not too close that it's not going to be coming through Tampa as far as we know as of right now, but close enough that we're going to have a lot of winds and things like that. So I rather prepare the house for Thursday, actually for tomorrow evening into Thursday. So we're going to be working on that here at the Tinkerbell place. So hopefully, everything should be fine. I'm pretty sure everything is going to be okay. For those of you that are traveling and might not know this, and MSC Cruises, because I have a group that is leaving on Thursday, MSC Cruises moved that cruise coming in on Thursday to Friday. So now it's going to be leaving on Friday. Just in case if you're traveling on the MSC Seashore, this coming Thursday, your cruise has been moved to Friday. Just wanted to give you some information there. Carnival Cruise, as it says, we went on the Mardi Gras in 2021. We saw the king and queen thing, reminded me of prom. I know, right? Emily says, okay, thank you so much, Em, for that. Thank you, guys. Everything should be fine. I lived here for 27 years in Florida, and we always prepare. I usually prepare for water and things like that way ahead of starting beginning of June. I'm already preparing. I don't leave things to the end. So we have plenty of water and things that we need, thankfully. And we have a gas plant. Well, it's a gas and a propane and a gas plant for the house. So if anything were to happen, we are ready to roll. That storm will be coming. Oh my gosh. So it's going to be coming to you. Oh, that's right. Because you're in Georgia. So where you're in Atlanta. Oh my God, Eddie, you guys are probably going to be having some really bad winds and all of that up there. So I will continue prayer for you and for Alice that everything will be okay, because we'll be meeting next month. So I'm looking forward to meeting everybody and spending some time with you guys. It's going to be a lot of time. But with no further ado, let's go ahead and start the program. For those of you that maybe not know about this, Carnival Mardi Gras is one of the only one ship that does provide the opportunity for you to become king and queen. There is a process, there is a process that you have to go through in order to become king and queen of the Mardi Gras. So give me 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and put the first video that I got. Here we go.
Mardi Gras competition. Now keep in mind, we did start your card sales for our Deal or No Deal. It's the final game show hosted by your Funds Club. I'll be introducing it, and then of course we'll be having the parade tomorrow night for Mardi Gras. So let's go ahead and do this. It is now time for us to explain to our kings what they'll be doing. So kings, you'll come up one at a time. You will not have to twirl. However, this music has a little more energy, okay? So I want you to come over here and step into the lights, and I want you to show us some moves, okay? So whatever you got, you can do this, you can do that, whatever you want, okay? So get the audience on your side and get them going. We're looking for fun, outgoing individuals, okay? Then, once you come over here, you will also introduce yourself. But instead of just telling us about yourself, we need you to read what is on that card, all right? That card has a portion of the official Mardi Gras proclamation for the ship. So we need you to read it out, but this time we need you to read it in your best French accent. This gets a little weird, but it's okay, it's fine. So listen, this is rules are rules, so you're gonna have to do it, okay? So give us your best French, do what you gotta do, and I don't mean that kind of French, I mean like, okay, so let's go ahead and get our first contestant, y'all. Make some noise for king number 1, everybody! Come on, y'all! Hey, all right, come over here to the lights, and let's see those moves. Hey, turning down for nothing. Hello, sir. Tell us, what's your name over here?
Gabriel Williams.
Gabriel Williams, and where are you from, Gabriel Williams?
Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Arkansas! All right. And Gabriel, who are you cruising with?
My wife and in-laws over there.
Hey, wife and in-laws. Anything you want to say to your wife?
Love you, honey.
Love you, honey. All right, so now it's time for you to tell us, before you read this, why should you be the king of the Mardi Gras?
I should be king of Mardi Gras because I am the realest ninja on the boat.
Yes, ninja! All right. Oh, I get it. Okay, never mind. All right.
That is really cool. So here's the other part of it, guys. Hold on. Give me 1 second so I can play it for you guys.
So give us your best French. Do what you gotta do. And I don't mean that kind of French. I mean like French. Okay? So let's go ahead and get our first contestant, y'all. Make some noise for king number 1, everybody! Come on, y'all! Hey, all right. Come over here to the lights, and let's see those moves. Turning down for nothing. Hello, sir. Tell us, what's your name over here?
Gabriel Williams.
Gabriel Williams, and where are you from, Gabriel Williams?
Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Arkansas! All right. And Gabriel, who are you cruising with?
My wife and in-laws over there.
Hey, wife and in-laws. Anything you want to say to your wife?
Love you, honey.
Love you, honey. All right, so now it's time for you to tell us, before you read this, why should you be the king of the Mardi Gras?
I should be king of Mardi Gras because I am the realest ninja on the boat.
Yes, ninja! All right. Oh, I get it. Okay, never mind. All right. Thank you for saying ninja. like an ad or something. Okay, so now it's time for you to read this. Okay, so read this out nice and loud on the microphone. Okay, so let's hear it, sir.
The music, excitement, and dress to impress. Together, let's board the Mardi Gras Express!
Yes! Give it up for king number one, everybody! All right, you can stand over here, same place. All right, let's get our next king. All right, king number two, you ready for this? All right, give it up for king number three, everybody! Number two, everyone! Here we go! Oh! Here we go! Oh! Who are we waiting for? Alice, you ready? All right. Hey, yo! Yes, we love it. All right, no worries. What's your name, sir?
My name's BJ.
PJ. Oh, PJ. And where are you from, PJ? Hills of Kentucky. Wow, I love your accent. That's beautiful. Yeah, all right. Now tell us, why should you be the king of Mardi Gras?
Well, there you guys have it. That is how you become the king or queen of Mardi Gras. You have to, on the first evening, you actually go there and I guess you put your name down, and then they have on the day of the first deal of no deal. After that finishes, then you guys get to go on stage, and you guys get to pretty much they ask you, why are you going to become the king or queen? And there's a lot of people that went through that particular, and then they picked them. And once you get picked, then you become part of the parade. And there's a whole entire parade. They bring the king and queen into it. So it's really cool part to how to get it done. Welcome in, Alice, Alice Lugo Studios. Welcome in for being here. And also Scott McNeil. Thank you so much for being here. I'm actually doing this live because Kim had asked me, how do you become king and queen? So I had one of my friends that went on the Mardi Gras recently. So he was kind enough to get me some of the videos of that process. So pretty much that is the process of how to become king and queen on Mardi Gras. I think when Scott and I were on Mardi Gras back in, I think it was like August of 2021, and I could be wrong, but I think it was 2021. It was kind of cool to see. I didn't get to see the whole process, but it was really cool to see the parade and how they come in. They actually come in all dressed up with the king and queen thing. Welcome in, Tracy. Welcome in, and thank you so much for being here. So it's really cool that this ship specifically has, a king and queen, because is their whole theme is part of the New Orleans. So it's really cool to be able to see it. And I'm going to guess it's really even cooler to actually be part of that process. And it was a lot of fun. So if this is something that maybe you're looking to possibly be a part of, so that's how you become king and queen. You have to put your name down. When there's a deal or no deal, you have to show up, and then you got to parade yourself and do what you got to do and read this proclamation as to why you should get picked to become king or queen. And once you get chose to do such thing, then on the parade day, you go there and they dress you up with your king and queen and everything and all geared up. And then you go through that parade. It's really cool to see. It's a lot of fun. They actually provide beads and things like that. So it's a lot of fun. So if you've never been on the Mardi Gras, I suggest you actually try the Mardi Gras if that's something that you enjoy doing, because it's a whole lot of amazing fun on the Mardi Gras. I really enjoyed it. I've been on the Mardi Gras 3 times, even though that I've never done the Family Feud thing or the King and Queen thing. But I enjoy that ship. I love Carnival. I'm almost diamond on Carnival. I've pretty much said this before. Carnival has been pretty much throughout all my life. I've done a lot of Carnival cruises, even though I ventured out into other cruise lines. Carnival still has a part of my heart. And as you guys know, we do have a group cruise on the Carnival Celebration. And then we have another group cruise on August of next year on the Mardi Gras. So I'm not sure if when we go on the Mardi Gras, I'm going to be maybe part of the Family Feud, or maybe you never know. We might be a king or a queen. You never know. I could do all sorts of different things, guys. I like to have a lot of fun, and I like to enjoy life as best as I can. And I remember when Scott and Scott McNeil, that he's here, when we went on this Mardi Gras, it was a lot of fun. It was kind of like when the cruise started, it was restarting of cruise, and we were still using masks back in the time. But even with all of that, it was a lot of fun because the ship wasn't even sold out to capacity at that time. And I remember if you were not vaccinated, you used to be on these bubble excursions. I don't know if you remember about that kind of stuff. And they used to put you on these bubble excursions, and people will go, separated. And it was great. It was really cool to see that they were doing all of that for different things. And a lot of people that went on these bubble excursions back then said that that was the best excursion ever, because there was like nobody else there but them. So that must have been really cool to do. So I just wanted to bring you that information because I had one of a person, Kim, from the community, that she had that question, because she is going to be on the Mardi Gras, and she wanted to know, how is it that you become that? So my friend Jeff was on this cruise, and I had asked him, can you check for me? And he was kind enough. He might be here on this show today. If I did send him the link, so he might be available. He's right now doing some stuff. So if he's available later before the show ends, he might show up. He might do a pop-up show, but we never know. But we're also going to be doing a live streaming from Fort Lauderdale and from Miami together. So hopefully you're going to be seeing a little bit more of my friend here soon. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So I don't know if how many of you guys have ever maybe seen or been on the Mardi Gras. I know CCA has been on the Mardi Gras, and I know they have actually seen this part of it. And I think it's really cool. Hello, Will G. Welcome in. Good evening, sir. Thank you so much for being here. I don't know how many of you guys have been on the Mardi Gras. And I know that this is the king and queen is not like a whole topic to talk like for a whole hour. And I know that. So I wanted to give you some information on other stuff that is happening as well. But if we were to talk a little bit about the Mardi Gras ship, since this is the topic we're talking about, they do have amazing atrium shows. I do suggest to see them all. The atrium shows usually goes from 7 to 9 p.m. So they have a 7 p.m. and a 9 p.m. Also, they have a Punchliner comedy show, which is it has its own venue. I will say, guys, because it's so like the comedy show, especially the adult comedy show, is so popular on Carnival. I will suggest to be there at least 30 to 45 minutes ahead of time if you want to grab good seating, because the shows really do, like, they're packed to capacity. And sometimes you have people even standing just to watch the comedian. That's how good Carnival's comedians are. Welcome in, Miss Kim. This is all about you, girl. So hopefully you enjoyed the information that I provided. This is Kim. She was the one who had asked about the Mardi Gras King and Queen. So hopefully you're enjoying the show. Look, Scott McNeil said that he's been on this ship about 4 times right now. And he has one more book for the Mardi Gras. I have one more book for the Mardi Gras. It's for next year. And it's amazing. I can't wait to be back on the ship. Miss Kim, I already gave the information at the beginning. So if you ever have a chance and you want to watch the replay, then you can see the videos and all of that. But if you want, I can send them directly to you if you need. So just let me know. But yeah, Mardi Gras has the Punchliner Comedy Club, which is, like I was saying, it's extraordinary. I love it. It's a lot of fun, especially for the family. They do have the PG and they have the adult version in the evening. If this is something that you're planning on doing, like I said before, please get there 30 to 45 minutes early to make that line. You don't want to miss a comedy show on a Carnival ship. So hopefully you guys enjoy the comedy show. Um, and oh, like Wilgie says that they've been doing the comedy show on the big theaters. Okay, I was thinking about that, Will, because I that the punchliner is so small for the amount of people that want to watch the show. And I even think the theater sometimes gets a little bit small, it gets crowded because there's a lot of good comedians that go there. I'm friends with Billy Washington and with CJ and Chris Wiles. We've talked every so often when we get on the ships, because I've done so many carnival trips that I've gotten to know these comedians, and I have them, that we've been friends. We talk outside of work and stuff like that. And it's just a lot of fun. And if you ever are on a cruise with either Billy Washington or CJ or Chris Weil, you are going to be up for a great laugh. They're such great comedians, a great, amazing people, friends of Traveling with Tinkerbell. So if that's something that you want to do, you can do that. The Mardi Gras also has the Family Feud. Now, to give you a little bit of information on Family Feud, the way that it works on embarkation day, they actually by the Pixel Gallery, they actually have a green screen that they prop there. And if you look at your fun times, they will tell you the time of that you need to show up there. Now you have to have 5 people in your group, and the picture that you're going to take on that green screen has to be something crazy and funny. So the way it works, you guys take all the pictures, and then you'll get a notice in your cabin letting you know, welcome in, cruise nuts. Thank you so much for being here today. You get a notice in your cabin as to whether you were picked or whatever, and then you get to come into the atrium, and then they have this whole showdown, and they start kind of like taking teams in and out of, and then once they have all of their teams, then they'll let the teams know in what show, in what order they're going to be in, because they have the family feud for families, then they have the PG one, and then they have the adult family feud, which is in the evening. So depending on where do you go, that's the one you're going to be on. And let me tell you, you're going to be in for so many amazing laughter and fun, because whether you think you probably are very smart and know all the answers, because a lot of people that are up there, trust and believe, once you get to the real show, everybody gets nervous, and half of the time you can't even think straight. So that's, I guess, the funny part of the show. If you do win the Family Feud game, you actually win $500, and you have a medal that you get to take home if you actually win the point average thing. And I have been on cruises where I have seen people actually win. So it's kind of like $100 a person, and you get the medal. Even if you don't win it, then you still get the medal, but you don't get the money. So it's really, really cool how Mardi Gras and Celebration and all of these have the Family Feud. So if you want to be a part of it, that's how you become part of the Family Feud on the Mardi Gras. Another good thing that the Mardi Gras has is Summer Landing, guys. If you guys like country music, live band, and anything like that, Summer Landing will be the best place to hang out every evening, which is right next to the Pig and Anchor. So you could be having a great meal in Pig and Anchor. You could be hearing really nice live music. One cool thing that these ships have, the Mardi Gras, the Celebration, and the Jubilee, is that in Summer Landing, there is a country day where you actually show up there and you are dressed as best as you can country, and you get to do a line dance, and they actually pass out bandanas. They have the name of the ship that you can wear, and there's a line dance, and it's a lot of fun to have there on Summer Landing. And it's just great music. If you're going to be just going there for the music and maybe to dance and enjoy your time, that might be a place that you might want to check out while you're on board. If you are a person that you might want to maybe chill a little bit or anything like that, then you might want to go to the spa. In the spa, they do have different types of level of spa treatments and different things like that on the Mardi Gras. But one of the cool things that they also have is that they have like depending if you're doing a 7-day cruise, they also have a 7-day spa where you can come in every day as you wish, and you can go to the thermal suites and enjoy that part of it if that's something that you are going to maybe do more like a chill vibe on there. So Mardi Gras has a whole lot, but one of the cool things that Mardi Gras has is that huge roller coaster on the back. You know, what can you say? Carnival did it better. Let's put it that way. Carnival did it better, even though the NCO, and I know Eddie's here, NCO has some go-karts and all of that, but they don't have an actual roller coaster on board. And if you've never been on a roller coaster while you're at sea, I suggest you guys try it. It is so much fun. But if you are eventually wanting to go on one of these ships that do have the roller coaster, I suggest once you're going to be turning that turn, hit that button and you'll go as fast as you can. It is so exhilarating to do. And I did mine's at sea. It was I don't know, I've never done it what is on port, but I did mine's at sea, and I just love to see kind of like the ocean underneath your feet while you're just turning and twisting on this roller coaster. And it's only like $15 to do 2 laps. When I went back in August, it was $15 for 1 lap, and now it's 2 laps for $15. So that's not that bad. Some of the stuff that you can do on the Mardi Gras, guys, you can actually have culinary classes if you wish. You can bake a cake. You can actually do pizza, sushi. They do have all sorts of different culinary classes in the Mardi Gras. They are at a cost. Some of them go from either 30 up to whatever the amount is. If that's something that you're planning on doing or maybe want to do, and maybe that interests you, then I suggest you go on their website and maybe book yours as soon as possible before they sell out. I do notice that the pizza making one and the pizza making one is very famous, and also the sushi one is very famous. So that might be something that you guys might just enjoy. So just to talk a little bit more about the Mardi Gras is that this ship has the Guy Fieri burgers. Also, that's going to be on the aft of deck 17. That's where you'll find Guy Fieri's burgers, and they are great. I enjoy a Guy burger. I know not a lot of people like it, but I do enjoy a Guy burger. But the venue that steals it all, guys, is Big Chicken. Big Chicken. That is by far, that's the number one venue where everybody hits that Big Chicken over and over and over again on a cruise. If you have ever been on a Carnival cruise, you probably would also agree that Big Chicken is a must venue on that cruise. Now, with the cruise like Mardi Gras and Celebration and Jubilee, you not only get the main dining, but you also get Cucina and you also get Shebang. The way that these two works is that you have to submit it after a certain time. I know it used to be that you can probably do it almost all the time. Now it's like I think once per cruise. And if you want to go again, I think there's a small charge. I don't know if it is $8 or $5, but I know there's a small charge for that. So at least, in that way, at least you have that information. MC, in my opinion, they should have always paid the passenger $15 for 2 laps. That's reasonable. And M says, Scott says, the first time I went, it was right. Scott, we were there because we were not happy. It was $15 for 1 lap. And as soon as we got out, they I don't know if you remember, Scott, they said, oh, now we're going to give you 2 laps for $15. I said, hey, where's my extra lap? Look, Will G confirmed that it is $8 if you want to go an additional day. It used to be that you could go at any time, but now Carnival said no more. So if you want to actually visit, you get 1 free. But if you want to visit a second or a third time, just keep in mind that you're going to be charged $8 per person. Mr. John, welcome in, Mr. John. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, Jackie, just to let you know that the cruise you booked for me last night is sold out. Some people down the hall, my apartment wanted to go, and we called in, and they're sold out. I still have some cabins, John, available. So if you need a couple of more cabins, please let me know. I can get them for you. Okay. So if you are in need of that, give me a call later tonight and let me know how many you need, and I can put those on hold for you. Um, so welcome in, John, by the way. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully you're not driving. Hopefully that you're at home, because usually you're driving somewhere. But yeah, guys, it's just amazing the amounts of different things. Um, that is true, Scott. They were filming everywhere on board. They had drone outside of your cabins filming. They had a helicopter. We were, if I'm not mistaken, Scott, weren't we maybe like the third or the fourth sailing on Mardi Gras? Thank you, Em. I always got cabins. I figure it out. He's actually, guys, if you're interested in what John is saying, he's actually doing a 14-day transatlantic on the Odyssey of the Seas, and that's a really good deal what he got going on over there. Okay, so we were the third cruise to go out, and let me tell you, we had people filming. I think there was a little kid. I guess it was for some sort of advertising for Carnival. It was a little kid that had ice cream. I remember they were filming him and his grandpa or something like that. So it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. That's where Scott and I met for the first time, and we had such a great time. Scott, you know that I still have the pin that you gave me for when you went to the tribute for the oh my God, for the service. Oh my God, I can't even think of the name. For the I know it had to do with the army and all of that, the service that you went and you gave me the pin. I still have that pin till today on my Carnival bucket hat that I always wear. For those of you that don't know, I do have a bucket hat, and it's all filled with different pins of Carnival. And I actually have one of John Heald. I have one of oh my God, I think there's one that has the roller coaster on there. I have all sorts of different pins the Heroes Tribute. Thank you so much, Scott. And I just collect all sorts of pins. I even have a pin of the Mardi Gras of the first sailing that they had. I still have my Mardi Gras inaugural sailing book. I think you might have one too, Scott, if I'm not mistaken. But it was such a great time. I have so many memories on this cruise. We had such a good time. Hello, Mr. Rob from Cruising on the High Seas and Travel. Welcome back to Traveling with Tinkerbell. But yeah, guys, it's just amazing. All sorts of venues and different things the Carnival Mardi Gras has. That is one beautiful ship. I just enjoy like all the different types of venues that it has. Like I'm not a drinker like that, but I did enjoy the Trellis Bar and all the different types of the Magnolia Bar where they have all the jazz. They actually used to have, I don't know if they still do it, a speakeasy club where they will actually invite certain people. I don't know how you get elected, to be honest. I got the invite from a crew member that gave it to me back in the time, and I actually enjoyed it. It was all jazz and it was all quiet, and you had to have a password thing to get in. And if you didn't know the password code, you were not able to come into the speakeasy. I don't know if they actually still do it. I don't know if anybody has been on the Mardi Gras lately and they have heard about it. I could probably find out from one of the crew members that are on the Mardi Gras right now. I could probably ask that question. I will have to remember your name, Rob. Yeah, he is Cruising on the High Seas and Travel. But yeah, so there's a lot of different. Let me see what else you can do on the Mardi Gras, because there's so many different things that you can actually do there. Besides obviously big chicken, and they actually have oh my god, I just have to think, the Blue Iguana Cantina. That's another great place to have breakfast and lunch. Their tacos are really, really good. So if you are a person that likes Mexican food, then you can check those out. They also have some type of sort of food trucks. They have the I think it's called the I don't know if it's the Lobster and something Shack or something like that. It all has to do with seafoody items and things like that. They have that there. They have one that is all to do with French fries, and every day is a different French fry style thing that they do. They also have one that has to do with dumplings and different Asian infusion food trucks there, and those are all complimentary. I think the only one that you pay a charge is the one that has the shrimp and lobster. But the seafood shack. Thank you so much, Will. I haven't been on a carnival cruise in a little bit, but I know it was something to do with shack. Thank you so much for that information. But yeah, they have all of these complimentary things for you guys. But I do know that for the seafood shack, there is a charge for the seafood, but the other ones, they are complimentary. And obviously, you have, your carnival ice cream, which is complimentary. You can find one at the summer landing, and you can find one by the Blue Iguana Cantina. There's actually one when you come into the buffet area. Look, Tracy says we like seafood shack. I don't eat seafood because it'll kill me, but I know my daughter does, and she loves, to visit there, and she enjoys the crab legs and all of that stuff that they sell there. So I know she enjoys it, and it's by the pool. So it's kind of really cool because if you're a person that's going to be hanging by the pool and enjoying that pool time on a sea day, then you have all those little venues in that area that you can actually enjoy as complimentary other than the seafood shack. So in other words, this cruise has a lot of great venues, and also a lot of if you're a foodie, then this will be a good cruise for you, because you have to remember they have Emerald Bistro, which is amazing, especially if you like beignets and things like that. That's the place to go. Then you have Rudy's Seafood Grill, which is another amazing venue. For those of you that enjoy that, you guys will enjoy that type of venue at the Rudy's Seafood. I cannot go in there because it's too much seafood, and I will be sick if I go in there. But I have heard that everybody enjoys, Rudy's Seafood when they actually go on the Mardi Gras, on the celebration or the Jubilee. Let me see what else I can think of. Mardi Gras might have that you might enjoy checking it out. And if you have been on the Mardi Gras and I'm missing something, just put it on the comments so everybody can know about what else you can do. They actually have a gym, obviously, on there, which is really big. Their gym is a really nice space on there to go. Let me see what else does this ship has that I can think of that I might not be missing. I know they have Emerald, Rudy's, Shebang, Cucina. They do have the classes. They have I think you pay $90 for the chef's table, and that's also located in the Carnival Kitchen, because the chef's table is done at the Carnival Kitchen, and I think it's only like about 12 people. They get to do the chef's table. I don't know if they do it per night or they do it per day. I do agree with you on this one, Scott. Shebang for lunch is the bomb.com for sure. It is so good. I'd rather do the lunch than the dinner. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I enjoy more their lunch and their dinner. And if you're Hispanic and you like flan, guys, it is a must to have the flan there on Shebang. I had such a great time. They do have, that's true, the salad bar on Serenity, which is really cool because it's super fresh. If you're wanting a really good salad, you can check it out up there. and it's right by the bar. They have an actual salad bar there, and you can enjoy the Serenity. Just keep in mind, you have to be, I think, 18 years and older to be on that, either 18 or 21, to be able to get onto the Serenity area and enjoy a really cool, nice, chill salad while you're in the sun, baking away in the rays of the sun. Look, M says, I'm not Hispanic, but I love flan. Well, if you ever are a carnival ship, at least if you have Shaban, they actually have really good flan right there. You're gonna love their flan. So if you're ever there, it's a must try for sure. So, just to tell you a little bit about Mardi Gras, it's like I have so many great memories there. Like I said, I've been there three times, and it's so strange. I don't know if you guys have ever had the feeling where you're going on a cruise, and sometimes you do repeat the same cruise. And every time you cruise on that same cruise, the cruise feels completely different. Like the three times that I've been on Mardi Gras, they all have felt different, and the food is different, even though it's the same exact menu, but the food is different. So I don't know if it's a change of personnel, and obviously if you're traveling on Mardi Gras or any cruise, if you're following the cruise director and a different cruise director is there, your vacation will be completely different than it was with a different cruise director. I'm actually gonna miss Lee, because Lee was the cruise director for Celebration, and now that he's doing, he's venturing out to be different things. So it's gonna be hard to catch him on one of these cruises. Java Blue is in the center stage on deck 5. You're gonna find it there. If you are going to watch these shows on the atrium, guys, I do suggest 100% not to sit on deck 5 below, because you won't be able to see all the aerialistic things happening above you. And then you have to depend on the TVs to watch everything that's going on. So either sit closer to the stage or sit on deck 6, 7, or 8. That way you get a better view of everything that is going on. Been on the Mardi Gras once and the Jubilee twice. And I bet you it's the same ship, but I bet you the vibe every time you go, you probably feel like a completely different new adventure, new everything, because it's just different. I don't know why, it's just different. I remember, guys, I could tell you when I'm so used to the old carnival ships like Dream. I'm not, well, the Dream is no longer around, but Breeze, Magic, even the Paradise. I actually been on the Paradise 3 times. Next month will be my 4th time on the Paradise. And when I got on Mardi Gras, and I don't know if Scott could concur with this, but when I got on the Mardi Gras, it felt like my brain knew that I was on a carnival ship, but the way that ship is structured, you felt like you were not on Carnival. You were on a different brand, but you knew you were on Carnival. It was just a weird sensation because the ship is completely new. It's beautiful. It's just crazy, how beautiful that ship is. And just so that let you guys know, this Saturday I got invited to the 30 years of Carnival being on Port of Tampa. So I got invited to that celebration. It was a lot of fun. I put some pictures on my Facebook. So if you follow me on Traveling with Tinkerbell on Facebook, you probably saw all the different pictures that I put on there. We did a couple of videos and things like that. And one of the coolest things that I actually got to not only to talk to, but also to see, there's a 16-year-old boy here in Tampa that he does all sorts of different art work for Carnival. And he actually presented a whale, which if you go to my Facebook, you're going to see it there. And that whale, guys, he makes all the different things that he make at the age of 16. He makes them out of garbage and things that he find on the beaches here in Florida. So he collects whatever cans, whatever he finds, he collects, and then he makes these little different things, and then he presents them to Carnival. Carnival, I didn't even know this until Saturday, has a couple of them in different of their ships that are displayed. And there's a picture of one. I did a small vlog, and I actually interviewed the little kid, and he's 16 years old. Very cool young man out there, that he's doing something really good, for not only for the environment, but for everything else in Carnival. So it was really nice to see him and get to meet him and see the new sculpture that he presented Carnival for the happiest birthday of the 30 years of service in Port Canaveral. Carnival also provided a truck to Port Canaveral for different things that the port needed the truck, I guess. And they gave a truck, a brand new truck. And that was another presentation that they had. We had a great lunch, and we had a birthday cake as well. And they presented different people from the community with plaques and different things. So it was really cool to be a part of their 30-year anniversary here in the port of Tampa. So it was really good to be a part of that. Welcome in, Harlan. How are you, sir? Welcome in. But Scott was saying, yeah, being so much bigger inside. Yeah, it was a difference, because like I said, I've been on the Breeze, I've been on Ecstasy, Paradise, Magic, Splendor, Victory, Conquest. Oh my God, I have been on so many that I can even think how many of these different ones. And there's some of them that are not even in service anymore. I did not go on the Triumph. That much I remember. I did not go on the Triumph. I've been on the Sunrise. Oh my God, I would have to make a list of all the different Carnival cruise ships I have been on. And I like the Magic. The Magic is a really nice ship. The Breeze is really nice. On the Breeze is when I did my 14-day Journeys cruise, which was amazing. It was a 2-week cruise. It was really nice. We did it on the Breeze, and we left out of Port Canaveral. And on the Magic, I did the Bermuda Triangle, which we went to Bermuda. So that was really cool. And we did that one on the Magic. I think that one we did on 2018. Carnival Victory was a nice ship. Yeah, it's still going at it. I'm looking forward to the Paradise. She's hanging in there. She looks really, really nice. I saw her on Saturday, and it brought back so many memories. I was like, oh my God, like I haven't seen Paradise in a long time. And it was kind of like nice to actually see her before next month. So I got to talk to some of the crew members, some people from the Maitre d' area. And I was letting them know that we were going to be there next month. And I was looking forward to actually be able to sail with all of them and enjoy the cruise. So it's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of fun. The Triumph was my first ship, but if you have been on the Sunrise, then you have been on the Triumph. Yeah, well, I didn't get that. I do agree with you, Will, on that. I didn't get to be on the Triumph, but you're right. If I was on the Sunrise, I was on the Triumph. It was just renovated, you can say. The Carnival Victory is now the Carnival Radiance. Yes, sir. And it's just a lot of fun. Carnival is a lot of fun. The Dream and the Breeze and the Magic are our favorite Carnival ships. Yeah, the Breeze is great, and I like the Magic. It's just a different type. I don't know. The Breeze it was built a little different, so it has more. It's a bigger ship, obviously, than the Magic. But it has. I like when you're at the balcony and you can see like everybody on the jacuzzis on the bottom, and you can see the walkway and all of that good stuff. So it's really cool on the Breeze. And then the Magic. The really cool thing about the Magic is the area, like the seating areas that you can do once you're on the promenade area. You can go out and enjoy that sea breeze, and you have all these lounge chairs and different chairs that you can sit out there. So it's really nice to enjoy. Now, I've been on Horizon. Now that Will G was talking about the Vista class, I've been on Horizon 3 times. I've never been on the Vista. And I don't know, guys. I don't know what's going on with the Vista. The Vista's just having propulsion issues since day one. But I've been on Horizon. I have not been on Panorama because Panorama is over in Cabo and over there in that, not Cabo, but in that area in Los Angeles. I've been on the Ecstasy before. It was scrapped as is the Paradise is, yes, it is the Paradise, same class. I did one on the Ecstasy, guys. And when I went on the Ecstasy, I actually, I don't know if you guys know that they do the carnival concerts, and oh my God, Robinson, I forgot what his name was, but Robinson was on concert that day, and it was a lot of fun. And we were in Cozumel on the Ecstasy. And if you remember Ecstasy back then, it didn't even have balconies. It was just like all ocean view cabin. So it's just so crazy to see how much this Carnival Cruise Line have evolved all of their ships from that to what the Mardi Gras is today. And to know that there's even bigger ships coming that are about 8,000 passengers. All three have propulsion issues. Yeah, they all have, but I know that Vista had more propulsion issues than the other two. But it's like, it's one of those things that when you look at it, it's like, how big can these ships get? Because I know that Carnival just ordered a whole bunch of ships that are about 8,000 passengers. That's, I think, as big as the ship for the Disney Treasures that hold about that kind of amount of people. And I don't know if you guys heard the news today that Icon of the Seas had to cancel one of its sail due to possibly propulsion issues as well. And you know, the Icon has only been new like since January. So it's only been 9 months that she's been out in the water. Actually, in a couple of days will be 9 months because she was out for the first time on January 27th. So in a couple of more days, that ship will be 9 months in the water, or actually 8 months, you can say. And now they have to cancel a whole itinerary, and they don't even know if they're going to cancel more than that because of propulsion issues. Make a ship with a total, that's a lot of people. Well, think about it. You're still having all the crew members, but passenger capacity is up to 8,000. I do have the Only X16 drone video of the Carnival Ecstasy. That very last time it was on Cosmo, and I have the drone video of our channel somewhere in the archives. I'm gonna have to check that out. And Emily says Chile from Chile Cruises talked about it today on his show from Boston. Yep. I don't know, but I don't know. I think that what's going on, that they're trying to build, I guess, these ships so quickly and trying to get them all out there, that I guess maybe they're messing up somewhere or somehow. I don't know. But for a brand new ship to have that issue and have to cancel people's itinerary is just crazy. It's no different like just before the show, 5 o'clock hit, and I got an email from MSC that the group that I have now is going to be sailing on Friday instead of Thursday. I still, after this show, I still got to answer like all these calls that are still coming in, because while I'm doing this show, my phone has just been off the hook on my side. I could just hear it going off, but you guys are not hearing because it's on silent. But it's just, you know, the different things. A hurricane is coming to Florida, and we got to prepare. So, and we have people that are traveling from different parts of the country, you know, to get on these cruises. So we got to make sure that everybody stays safe. And that's the number one priority. Hey, Edna's World, how are you, my love? Welcome in. But I tell you, you know, I always tell my customers, you know, read your contract, read what you're purchasing, because when little things like this happen, all things break loose. Everybody's trying to figure out something. And when I tell them it's in your contract, you know, am I getting any refunds back? What kind of money are they going to refund me back? Because now I'm losing one day. You got to read your contract. You know, it's in the email. The email was sent out, and it said exactly what you needed to know. And you got choices that you got to make. And that's one of the things that I got to deal with in a little bit after I'm done here with all of you guys. I know, White Rob, but I paid to leave on Thursday, not Friday. One of the things that one of the questions that I had, which was, well, I paid to leave on, like you said, on Thursday, not on Friday. So how come we don't come back on Monday? So, think about it. If you're gonna mess up the itinerary, these two itineraries are already a mess. Then if we take out Monday from the following one and then one day out of the other one, that it'll never, it's going to be a mess. So, but sometimes people don't look at it that way. So is the thing about cruising. We love to cruise, but we also have to have an understanding that things like this happen, and we want to make sure. Hey, Miss Jenny Lewis, how are you, love? Thank you so much for being here. We have to always make sure, keep in mind that you are coming into a cruise line where they make all sorts of different changes. They don't tell you sometimes about the changes that they make. Even when you're on the water and you are on the cruise, they can still make changes to your itinerary without even letting you know in advance. And you guys can see it all the time. You see it all the time in different cruise lines where either a propulsion issue has happened and they have to not go to a certain port. It happened to me when I was on Beyond, February of this year. We got to Cayman Island, and due to a lot of wind and different things, they were not able to port the cruise and leave it on the water for the shuttles to come in. So they told us we had to leave. So it was a day that we lost, and it was okay. It's understandable. But a lot of people that either first time cruisers or people that don't cruise a whole lot don't understand these changes, and that's where the situation sometimes happens. So I always suggest you guys to please read your contract. Please read what you're purchasing. Make sure that all your information is correct when you're purchasing it, your names, your middle names, your date of birth, all of that. And you have questions, ask them. If you get an email that you can't read for whatever reason, make sure you let that agent that you're working know, hey, I got an email and I can't read or understand or whatever. And then good night, Will. Thank you so much for being here. And that way that agent is alert that that there's a situation and they are able to assist you. you know I work long hours. Sometimes I work till 11 o'clock, sometimes I work till 1 o'clock in the morning, guys, whether you believe it or not. It's not that I'm on the phone with a customer, but sometimes I'm actually processing and working on different situations that happen during the day, that because I'm getting phone calls or whatever, I cannot do during the day. So I sit here and I process all of that. So I'm always constantly busy with business, but it's something that I love doing. I enjoy it. As part of, I don't even see it as a job, to be honest with you guys. I just enjoy not only spending, that time, that quality time on the phone with the customer, but getting to know the customer. And I think that's the biggest part of my job that I love. And just to get to know them, like Miss Jenny, that she just came right here. I just got off the phone with her before the show started, and we were doing a final payment, and I got to talk to her mom and all of that stuff. And it's people that I will always remember. And when my customer calls, I try to make them feel special, in one way or another. And even if there's an issue that arises, you got to be on the positive note and make sure that the customer is always taken care of. That's the biggest part. So, and I just telling you a little bit about my job. So, and we went running over to the other side now. But I just wanted to give you that information, so that way you guys will know if you're working with a TA, make sure that you are up in everything that you need to know. And if you have questions and something that concerns you, make sure you let them know, who you're working with, so that way they know that they need to fix something or help you with something or something you're not understanding. But it is also your job, guys, out there, to make sure you read. Even if you purchase it on your own, make sure you read the fine print, because that's where the information is, on the fine print that sometimes we do not get to read, because we're just so happy we're going on a cruise and we're counting down the days, guys. We are counting down the days. So hopefully you guys enjoy this this live stream. We were talking about the Mardi Gras, how to become king and queen. Tomorrow, guys, I will not be having the Across the Wave show. I have to prepare my home and everything over here for the possible hurricane that is going to be coming down through Florida. Hopefully, I don't think it's going to be anything big, but we always prepare because it's always good to be prepared and be safe and all of that good stuff than, not to be safe at all. So I do have a group cruise on the Carnival Celebration on April 20th, 2025. I still got some cabins available. If you are planning on possibly joining us, please call me and let me know that you are joining us so that we can take care of that cabin for you. With that being said, guys, I love you guys all to the moon and back. Please, please stay safe. Have a great rest of your week. And I possibly going to see you again on Tuesday. But more importantly, for those of you that are here and traveling with Tinkerbell, if everything goes good, Utopia has not been canceled. I will be in Utopia on Friday, guys. I will be coming out live on Friday from Utopia. And there's going to be a couple of live streams that I'm going to be doing from over there. So keep yourself subscribed, that bell on at all times. Please share. And thank you guys all for being here with me today. I love you all to the moon and back. Toodles until the next time. I see you all. Stay safe. Love you. And may God bless each and every one of you guys. Stay safe, guys. Love you guys. Bye-bye.